Hello and namaste everyone. My name is Archie and today in this video I will be sharing you about my defense experience and I will be sharing some tips for your defense and it might help you with something, I hope. And let's get started. So, first of all, it is very important to know that this thesis defense thing is not grilling time. It is just talking to your professor about some project, about your project, what you did, about your study you did in your thesis, and discussing some ideas and methods, whatever they prefer. It's just like discussing on some projects. It's just like that. So the basic idea is to just discuss things, not really make you feel bad about things which you don't know. So this is the whole idea. I was really very scared, not really very, but yes, a bit scared before my defense. I was like, what they might ask me, because when you work, it is a big topic, it's a very wide topic, you don't know what they might ask. I mean, there are certain questions, you know, there are certain common questions which they might ask. Before my defense, I went through a lot of what are the common questions asked during defense or something like that. So I prepared some list of those questions, and I also, while working, while studying, I realized that it is important, so I already noted that down, that it could be a good question for them to ask. So I just had a lot of questions with answers I prepared beforehand, and during my mock practice, I just tried to answer them in structured way, so that really helped me. I went through a lot of mock tests with my friend, and that made me feel really comfortable in that particular dress which I will be wearing on my defense, and at the same time with the whole scenario of practicing it really made me comfortable. So I think it's a good idea. So everything was fine during my defense. I was calm, and it went well. So I just thought maybe I should share some tips that might help you with your defense. So number one is staying calm, and don't rush before your thesis defense. So it is very important that you don't rush, because when you rush, you become anxious. If you prepared really well, but during the time of your defense or earlier than your defense, if you are anxious, you just start forgetting things which you prepared, or if the mind is not calm, it really messes things up. So it is very important to stay calm and don't rush. Number two, mock practice, mock interviews. Try to have interviews or mock test or mock defense with your friends or family who would like to help you with that. And by practicing, it will give you some confidence how to speak and to have some idea. At the same time, prepare questions for your defense, what you think are important questions they might ask, the professor might ask, and prepare accordingly. Give them to your friends, and they can ask you at the end. Yeah, you can just present yourself better with all those questions. So it will give you good idea how to present and how to answer, and just get your feedback from your friends or family. So it is a good practice. Try it. Number three, thorough with your master thesis. Just go through your thesis like very thoroughly. Each word, you should be able to answer anything and everything about your thesis, whatever you have written. It is very important. If someone asks you anything from your thesis, what you have written, it is very important that you should be able to answer them. Otherwise, it really gives a wrong impression that you don't know what you have written. So really understand the methods, or just methods and application, everything what you did in your thesis. Just know them. Number 4, questions. Don't hesitate to ask question if you don't understand specific question what the professor has asked you. So if you don't understand it, just ask them to repeat it, so that it will give you good understanding of what they asked. And at the same time, if sometimes they ask you any question and you really understand it already, that yes, what he's about to ask, but don't ever interrupt the professor in between. Let him or her complete his question and then start answering. Okay, it is very important to be calm when you are having your defense. Just listen carefully and then answer them. Just don't rush to answer them. Yeah. Number 5, don't talk too fast or too slowly. Well, it is very important that you should talk in such a way that you are able to make other person understand what you have done, even if he is listening to you for the first time, and if he or she has not gone through your thesis. So that's the essence of it. I mean, you should be able to make other person understand. Don't just rush about your thesis, like just finishing the presentation. I mean, just doing it too fast or too slowly, that making other person very bored about what they are listening to. Just follow a pace such a way that it is understandable and you finish it in time, whatever your time frame is. So you should be able to finish in time. Number 6, don't fake it or pretend. If you don't know any answer to certain question, any specific question they asked you, if it is just out of your knowledge, something you don't aware about, don't know about, don't just answer anything, right? If you don't know, just tell them you don't know, because they are experts, they will know that you don't know. So it's better to just tell them that you don't know, you don't have any idea about this specific thing or something. So just let them know. But yeah, of course, if you know something about it, of course say it. But if you have no idea, just don't say anything, Yeah. Number 7, finish in time. It is very important that depending upon your university, there is some time frame in which you have to finish, and it is very important that you keep up with that time frame and do not exceed the time or just finish before the time. And this you can practice several times and record yourself and see that in how much time you are able to finish your presentation, and if you are able to keep up with the time or not. Just do it multiple times, then you know it. And when you present your thesis, in your presentation view, you can still see the time on the top. So yeah, it will help you. But by practicing it multiple times, it will definitely help you with keeping time. So it is very important. So I hope you like my video. I hope you like all these tips which I shared with you, and I'm sure it will help you. If you really like this video, please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel for further informative videos, and it will give me motivation to make these kind of videos. Please don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Till then, namaste.